So, talking about seeing how it goes, talking about seeing how it fucking goes. Have you guys heard about what's been going on with fucking Playboi Carti and Gio? I know most of you guys don't care. I know most of you guys don't know. I know most of you guys think this is nonsense news, but I thought this was absolutely fascinating. So Gio, Carti's muse, Carti's girlfriend, Carti's wife, Carti's side piece, Carti's inspiration, Carti's partner. I don't know what they are, but they have some, some sort of relationship over there in Opium. And they went, well, she especially crashed out on social media. Decided to go on social media and basically air out all this stuff about her and Carti, which I'm guessing was stemming from some sort of argument behind the scenes that we're not privy to. Some sort of argument behind the scenes that we're not privy to. Yo, big up Shades Cow. Appreciate you, brother. Big up my guy Shades. Big up my guy Shades. Appreciate you for the membership, brother. You are a legend. Thank you for the support. Big up Shades over there in the fucking chat. Big up Shades over there in the chat. So yeah, they had some sort of falling out. I'm not really too sure exactly what the falling out was about, but it kind of came out of the blue. It kind of came out of nowhere. Their relationship has always been kind of funny anyway, because most people know of Gio as being this super stylish, super pretty Brazilian girl who's kind of going viral on social media for all the really cool fits and stuff. But people kind of got the assumption based on what she said in the past, her, I think, Twitter bio at one time, that she was a lesbian, right? And she kind of gives off, strong lesbian vibes, for better or worse, right? No offense intended to that young lady. So it was quite a surprise when she started hanging around with Carti. She started hanging around the Opium Boys, and it kind of seemed like her and Carti were getting along really well, to the point where it wasn't just, it wasn't just a friendship thing. It looked like they were actually together. And I think the one thing that kind of revealed it to me a little bit was that time when I think Carti had something to do with Nicki Minaj. I forgot what it was. I think Nicki Minaj popped out at one of Carti's shows or something like that. And then she responded and said something like, Carti said, oh, no, Nicki said something on social media like, oh, it was so great to hang out with you, Carti, and your wife. She kind of like let it slip without knowing that it wasn't public. So I guess that was kind of how we found out. So I guess behind the scenes, Carti had been telling people that Gio, and him were married. Now, I don't know if that means they were actually married, or if that's kind of one of those like, swag aura things that you say, like to kind of make it seem like you are, but you're not, but you're married in spirit. You kind of tell people you're married to kind of appear a certain way. I don't know if they're actually married on paper. Who fucking knows? But it did kind of, come out of nowhere a little bit, because again, we all kind of knew Gio of being a les. And then all of a sudden, here she is with Carti. They're interlocking hands while they're walking around the place. They're looking fabulous together. They're reenacting that famous picture of Ye and Kim Kardashian running through the hotel corridors before the Met Gala and shit. They're looking fabulous, right? So whatever, cool. It looks amazing. But out of the blue, and considering how aggressively private Carti is, which I love, because I'm the same, right? I love how private Carti is, because I'm the fucking same. Carti is just like me, right? Carti is just like me, So I love how aggressively private Carti is. But, Gio said no more privacy, no more behind closed doors. We finna get to the truth and we're gonna air it out. So she decided to come and just air out all the business. This is what Gio said on the timeline recently. So this is a picture of them before in the past. I think this is before the Met Gala, if I'm not mistaken. Carti wearing this amazing full Chrome Hearts outfit with the blazer and the leather pants and the chrome out cons and the shirt and the fucking beanie. And I don't know what she's got on, Gio, but she looks amazing with this double-breasted skirt, with this double-breasted blazer dress thing. It looks fucking fantastic. And if lesbian, you have to be in some sort of romantic relationship for Carti to have his hand all the way down there at the back of flipping Gio. So clearly they're in some sort of romantic relationship where he look fucking stunning. But Gio decided to air it all out by saying the following. You met your match, bitch, at Playboi Carti. I play with a lot of things, but a bitch ass nigga ain't never been the case. And there's a picture of Carti clearly in the back of a car somewhere. It looks like Carti likes to get driven around in black trucks. I don't think Carti likes to drive. Carti's not a big driver, it seems. He always likes to sit in the back of black trucks doing cool things. There's loads of really cool snippets of Playboi Carti in the back of a black truck doing cool things, throwing up cool gang signs, singing along to snippets that are never going to be released. He's the king of sitting in the back of black trucks, I'm not going to lie. No glazing, no sucking off, but Carti's a king of sitting in the back of a black truck looking cool. So this is clearly a picture of them together in the back of a black truck, so it's legit. It's coming from her directly. And she's saying, you've met your match. You know, you like to play with some of these other birds, these other girls that are bozos. But with me, Gio, saying you have met your match. Be careful how you move. And that's the thing about dealing with girls, right? That's the thing about dealing with girls. Like, I'm very like I'm very anti-women, right? I'm very anti-women. I'm more of a pro-man type of guy, right? I'm more pro-men. I'm pro-men and very anti-women. But in general, like, I'm very kind of like anti that sort of stuff, because unfortunately, if you have somebody close to you and you start divulging certain things and your situation with them goes left, they have all the ammunition, all the info that they can destroy you and let the world know who you are. Because most men, myself included, the real you isn't what you show outdoors. Sometimes the real you isn't the person you present to be out there in the streets. The real you is the person that you are when you're laying down in bed, having some fucking, pillow talk with your wifey and shit. That's the real you. The real you is when you go grocery shopping with your fucking boo and you're looking at stuff and you're debating stuff. The real you is when you go to fucking Columbia Road Flower Market and you're looking at flowers and you're giggling over certain things. The real you is when you're having a meal with your wifey and you're locking eyes and you're holding hands and you're talking about how much you love each other. That's the real you. But no one sees that apart from your lady, apart from your fella, apart from your them. So the best way to keep all that stuff private, like I do, is just to have no one. Be aggressive. No one comes close to you. Don't have anybody come close to you. Don't have any type of physical relationship. Completely eradicate it from your life and focus only on men. Focus only on pleasing the men that watch you, that like you, that listen to your music, that come to your parties, that like the way you DJ. Only focus on the men. That's what I do. Focus on the fellas. Big up the fellas in the stream chat. Big up the fellas in the stream chat. And she another screenshot she posted here on Instagram stories. She says, at Playboi Carti. By the way, she's atting him Zold, which I fucking love. She's fucking atting him too. None of this fucking sneak dissing and shit. Oh, certain mans, homeboys be like, blah, blah. No. She's coming at his full name, atting him. So it comes up in his notification. Playboi Carti, you lanky bitch, you. I love that, by the way. Lanky bitch. That's something only your girl could call you. I don't think even your boys could call you. I think if your boy called you a lanky bitch, you might crash out. You might crash out in the middle of a Weatherspoon if your boy called you a lanky bitch. But if your girl calls you that, you can then call her a fucking rotund little fucking Malteser. You can call her a fucking avocado ass-shaped hoe, you know? You can call her a mad thing, so I like that. On my dead granny grave, you won't know rest until I die. Ooh, I love that fret, by the way. On Farnham, on my dead granny's grave, on Pyru, huh? On Pyru. I love those kind of fucking sayings, right? Because that's meant to add more validity to what you're saying and make it more honest. But me personally, I think whenever somebody swears on a dead relatives or swears on their kids or swears on their own lives, I will automatically know you're lying. If you have to stoop to a level of swearing on your dead granny's grave, I know most likely you're lying. So I don't really know about that. But still, she continues. Call whoever on me. I'm just getting started. Call whoever on me. I'm just getting started. Which is a funny thing to say, right, to somebody. Because it means that in the past, what, has Carti gotten people on somebody? Is Carti the type of person that gets people done up? Is Carti the type of person that, sets certain people on certain people and says, hey, mind how you move, mind how you step in? Is that how Carti is? Because she said, get whoever you want on me. I ain't done talking. On my dead's granny grave. Another screenshot, right? She was going all day. Then she stopped and deleted them all, by the way. I'm pretty sure she stopped and deleted it all, so I think she got Carti's attention. She deleted them all after, but this is what happened yesterday. Then another Instagram story from Gio. Let's ask the audience, which song do they want first at Playboi Carti? That's a crazy threat. So she's basically telling Carti that, hey, I've got all the files. I've got the fucking lacy drives. I've got the USB sticks. I've got the external hard drive. I've got the SSDs. I have the fucking access to the iClouds. I can leak Baby Boy if I want to. Because didn't she famously say Baby Boy's done? Like last year, right? I think she said that. I think last year she came out and said, Baby Boy done. So she's letting Carti know, hey, if you keep playing with me, I'm going to leak everything. What song do they want first? What snippet are they after? What have they been craving? I'm going to leak it. Another screenshot. Instagram story from Gio. Again, still going at Carti. She says, I'ma harass you till the day I die, bitch. You think you only psyched out person in the world? Question mark? Bitch, I smeared dog shit down your back before I let you think some shit like that, Playboi Carti. What? I'ma harass you till the day I die. What the fuck did Carti do? What the fuck did Carti do to make Gio crash out? Because usually, let's be fair, usually, Gio's pretty G. Lack of a better term. All the glazing in the world. Gio carries herself pretty well on social media. She doesn't crash out crazily. She doesn't crash out in a weird way, right? She doesn't overly do messy stuff on the timeline. She keeps it pretty player. Even when, what's her face? Even when Caribou was going through all her drama with fucking, with Lil Yachty and shit, she's friends with all those people. She kept it very G, kept it very player, didn't get involved, still lent her support to both people, I'm assuming, behind the scenes, and just kept her moving. She's all about her business. I've watched a couple of interviews with her, actually. Surprisingly so, she comes across way better on, she reminds me of Mitch Mode. You know Mitch Mode, who's also part of Opium? She reminds me of Mitch Mode a little bit. I think Gio kind of she kind of looks a certain way. Like if you see on social media, she looks like she'd be a bit of a stuck-up bitch, right? She looks like she could be a little bit snobby, be a little bit pretentious, have a bit of an attitude. But when you actually hear her speak in interviews and you see her interact with other people, she comes across super nice. She comes across like a real sweetheart, really safe, really chill. Like you can tell, like, you know, she's probably got a lot of like boy friends, like platonic, because she seems like the kind of girl like guys would like to hang out with. She's got good banter, she's chill, she looks good, she dresses well, blah, 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 blah. So I wonder what would have made her crash out like this. Like, what is it? What in general makes girls crash out on social media? Probably cheating, right? I'm assuming some sort of cheating. Maybe Carti fucked another light-skinned, skinny, cute model type chick. Who knows? Maybe something with cheating. Maybe Carti didn't propose like he said he would, or make it official. Maybe that's what she's pissed off about. Maybe Carti said she's not going to be on Baby Boy. Maybe she was hoping for credits on Baby Boy, and Carti changed his mind. What else happened? Maybe Carti said she can't lend his fucking Chrome Hearts anymore. She went to borrow a particular Chrome Hearts piece, and Carti said, nah, no more of that shit. Maybe Carti didn't pay her. Maybe Carti's team didn't pay her invoice because maybe she's like, you know, she's Carti's like, you know, wife or girl, but maybe officially on paper she's like a consultant. She's like a creative director, right? Big up, what you got? Sex is Death. Big up Sex is Death. Maybe she's a creative director. Maybe she's a consultant. Maybe she's an art director. Maybe she's an A&R. But she didn't get her invoice paid in time. So she's crashing out. And I've been there, girl. Trust me, Gio. I've been there. Like one of the worst things about being a creative, one of the worst things about being a freelancer, having to file invoices. Like brutal. Having to wait like more than 60 days for an invoice to be paid. But then the problem is, it's so addictive because usually invoice payments are pretty high. They're pretty like, you know, they're pretty substantial. They're pretty much in like the couple of thousands mark, right? And up. So when you do get it, even if it is 30 days, that's a couple of grand in your account. Boom. Non-taxes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just in your account. You have to arrange your tax payment yourself on the back end, but it just comes through clean. So you then get giddy. Suddenly you start getting ideas to buy yourself an 8-ball, then you want to get a new Supreme hat, then you want to get a Moalolo hoodie, then you want to get yourself a new fucking Comme des Garçons wallet. Your brain just starts doing madness. So that's the worst thing about being a freelancer, being a creative, or doing your own thing is invoices. Because I've done it, like I've crashed out before for not getting paid. I didn't get paid by some startup one time back in the day, and I legitimately like went to this guy's house with like a baseball bat. Like, it was mad. I was lucky I didn't get arrested. If you know, you know where I was. But there was a particular startup that I worked for in the past that played about my money. And I pulled up to guy's crib with a bat ready to go. Do you know what I mean? Kids were crying. The wife was screaming and shit. I caused a palaver. Then I just disappeared into the night like fucking Batman. Do you know what I mean? But I came through ready to go. And then guess what happened next day? Even though I did a madness and I took a baseball bat to this guy's drum. Guess what happened next day? Payment got wired through to my account. Payment come through to my account. Ding, 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 ding. All there. All paid. with interest as well. So people play about your fucking money, you crash out, then they start looking at you like you're crazy. Oh, Agustino, well, you're gonna end up with what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill me. What if I do, man? What if I do? What if I do done your dance? What if I do done your dance? What if I do make your family have to set up a fucking GoFundMe? What if I do put you on a fucking t-shirt airbrush style? What if I do? Huh? Pay me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking my ass. But I don't know what happened with Gio. Who knows what happened with Gio? Who knows? But that's one of the Instagram stories there. That's them in better times looking fucking fabulous together, right? Is that a thing, by the way? Do you think that's a thing? Do you think there are guys out there who specifically get with girls to match their, not to match their freak, but to match their style? I guess freak could also be match their style. But are there guys out there that specifically aim for certain girls to match their freak? Because if you think about it, if you're like streetwear, if you're streetwear fashion adjacent style wise, which Playboi Carti is, right? You went from wearing super tight Rick Owens clothes to wearing like baggy jeans and Timbs. If you're like in that streetwear field, you're not going to find a lot of like girly girls that are going to dress the way that you want to dress. Or you're going to like how to dress, right? You're going to find a lot of like, let's say femme presenting girly girls who are going to like tick your boxes. You're probably going to have to go down the lesbian route or the non-binary route. But a lot of those girls are also in demand on their side of the spectrum, on their side of attraction, on their side of fucking whatever, interest. So, and some of them also hate men. So it's really difficult. It must be one of the hardest challenges ever. If you're a guy that likes stylish girls, to A, find a girl that's into streetwear just like you, but also presents a bit feminine. Or if you don't, and you have to go down a lesbian route, trying to get that person to be attracted to you. Because if they're lesbian, why are they going to be attracted to you? So he achieved one of the hardest things you could ever achieve as a straight man, which is getting somebody, you know what I mean, who doesn't even swing you away to be interested in you in the slightest. But I wonder if there's guys out there that specifically go for girls that match what they look like. But it must be true, right? Because you think about footballers. Footballers usually date the same type of girls, right? They like Georgina types. Big up Georgina and Cristiano Ronaldo. But most footballers like Georgina types in different kind of hues, right? In different races. They might like one that looks more Caucasian. They would like one that looks more fucking Eastern European. But most footballers do like the Georgina types. Like overleaf kind of like girly girl, manicured nails, diamonds dancing, always looking pristine, you know what I mean? Hairless everywhere, makeup on fleek, hair doing whatever, tight dresses, expensive bag, you know? That's what they all like. So I wonder if there's guys out there that will specifically not date a girl because she's wearing like, I don't know, she's wearing dead kicks, right? You might not date a girl because she's wearing fucking, I don't know, what's a horrible brand? She's wearing that Sporty and Rich, you know what I mean? Maybe there are some guys out there like, you know what, I'm not going to date her because she wears Sporty and Rich. She wears Halo, she wears Aloe to the club. You're like, nah, I can't do this. I can't be with a girl that wears Aloe to the club. Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe that's part of it, but who fucking knows? And then it continued. I think this is the last one before she deleted everything. It says, I don't know why you chose to play with a bitch like me, she says. I'm going to put my paws on you every time. Playboi Carti, every time. You bald-headed bitch. You bald-headed bitch. Bald-headed, she called him. Bald-headed. And that's a running meme, right? With Carti. People say Playboi Carti is bald. People say that his plaits aren't real because he's always got some sort of like do-rag on. But they also say over time, because of all the dyeing and shit, that his hair isn't, you know, he doesn't have all his hair there. And I think the one picture actually went viral, right? Let's see. This is from 2 years ago. He's severely bald. A theory. His dreads literally start from the back of his head. Okay, so he doesn't have dreads at the front. Ah, I didn't know that. Allegedly, he doesn't have dreads. He only has dreads towards the back. Okay, I didn't know that. But he may have reattached them as well. I don't know if that's true. He may have reattached them too, but there is a theory out there that Playboi Carti is bald. But I don't know how much I want to believe it, if that's true or not. I hope it's not true, because that's my fucking guy. I don't want him to be bald. If he is bald, go to fucking Turkey ASAP. Since Carti's balding, let's appreciate the hardest dread hair game in rap. Yeah, to be fair, he's had some of the most iconic dread styles over the years. Everyone wanted to look like him at one point. At each stage, you know what I mean? I wanted these dreads, but I didn't know how to grow them. Everyone kind of wanted his style of dreads. when he was doing his thing. Everyone kind of wanted to copy his style of dread. So he's definitely been a pioneer when it comes to dreads and lock style. But unfortunately, you know, growing up in a mostly traditional African family, it was kind of hard to justify having this type of hairstyle. For some reason, if you grow up in a traditional African household, locking your hair like this or just simply braiding it like in cornrows, it can cause you many, many problems. You can be in big trouble if you do this. If you live in an African household. My real African man them know what I'm talking about. But yeah, allegedly, Playboi Carti is bald. That's what they're saying. Allegedly, Playboi Carti is bald according to Gio, who would know more than all of us, right? Gio would know more than all of us, but people are saying that his headline's rescinding, courtesy of these pictures without him with a do-rag. So there are some theories that his hairline is rescinding, which kind of makes sense, right? Because it kind of goes up along here, but it is it is quite far back than what it used to be. Or maybe it always used to look like that. I'm not really too sure if it always used to look like that. But allegedly, according to Gio, Playboi Carti is going bald. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? She ended up deleting everything anyway, right? Gio ended up deleting everything, so I don't really know how true some of these comments are, but I am curious to know what exactly did set her off. Why did she decide to go scorched earth on fucking Playboi Carti? Because it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. It kind of feels like it came out of nowhere. Then somebody was very, you know, did their Googles, right? Big up the person that did their Googles. On Twitter, they said, Gio used the Brazilian song Medley MC Carol on her Instagram story, and the lyrics get kind of wild when you translate them into English. I actually want to hear this song. It's called Medley MC Carol. It says, my boyfriend is such a loser. He washes my panties. If he get full of shit, I send him to the kitchen. Allegedly, this is some like, I guess, what you call it? What do you call this again? This music from Brazil? I forgot the fucking name. But this, you know what I'm talking about. Let's just hear. I just want to hear what it sounds like. Allegedly, this is
Armagedon 3.
Ballet funk, innit, right? Ballet funk. By the way, that album cover is so good, by the way. I need to copy some of this from one of my mixes. I love this old era, early 2000s album cover artwork. Do you know what I mean? Very brash, kind of layered on top of each other, almost kind of clip art style. But I love this style of fucking album covers. Those early eras of software, well, those early 2000s era, late 90s were some of the best. Very, very creative. Big up Gio, man. I don't know what that means, any of it, because unfortunately I don't speak Portuguese, which I should really, right? Being from Angola, I'm pretty much a bit of a disappointment to my country and to my fellow people by not being able to speak Portuguese. I really should speak Portuguese. I probably should learn, innit? Maybe this, you know what, this year, let's go for it. Let's do fucking Portuguese and Spanish. Let's do it this year. Let's fucking lock that shit down. Portuguese and Spanish. Let's lock that shit down this year. Although when I was growing up, my parents never spoke Portuguese to us in the house because when we moved here, we all couldn't speak English. So we all had to learn English at the same time. So they'd rather we learn kind of English at home, which kind of, prevented us from learning how to speak Portuguese. But I also always had a bit of a chip on my shoulder when it came to Portuguese anyway, because in Angola, there's weird like colorism in Angola, where like if you're not, like they kind of don't look like, you're kind of not looked at as a real Angolan if you don't speak Portuguese. But they're also very weird, some Angolan people, where they have this like fake thing where they kind of pretend like they're Brazilian when they're not. Or they speak, there's some Angolans who speak Portuguese in a Brazilian Portuguese accent to appear like cooler or something. And then they'll lie and say, yeah, I've got family in Brazil. It's like a common thing with some Portuguese people. Maybe now this newer generation, they're a little bit more proud of speaking Portuguese in an actual traditional Angolan accent. Maybe whatever else it may be, the other dialect, I forgot the name of it. But for the most part, growing up, I remember a lot of Angolan boys and girls that I knew would speak Portuguese in a Brazilian Portuguese accent. And I always thought it was a bit weird how they'd look down on me for not being able to understand or speak Portuguese, when really Portuguese isn't even our mother tongue. Portuguese is the tongue of the oppressor. It's the tongue of the fucking slave owners. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We've obviously been free from Portuguese rule for like 500 plus years, but that's not even our fucking language. You know what I mean? That's the language of the legitimate colonizer, the fucking oppressor. And here they are being ultra proud that they can speak it. I don't really like it too much. I'm not going to lie. But still, it's my language. Man got to learn that at some point. Man got to learn that at some fucking point. There is something else I wanted to show you as well regarding Geo. Big up Blood Clot Geo. There was this time actually, big up Geo, where I remember she was looking super, super high. And I've always wondered, like, was she looking that high because of pills? Was it that high because of smoke? Or was she looking that high because of some other extracurricular stuff? Because it's always been the suggestion, there's always been a conversation around that on the side of social media that I exist on. Like, what do they get up to? Are they getting up to something more than just smoking joints and stuff? Or is there some other stuff going on between them when it comes to the hard drugs? Because that type of crash out, that type of fucking expletive laden, confession and whatever else it may be, and airing out all of his business, that does sound like the kind of thing that you'd only do if you were kind of dabbling in the substances, if you were on the adult vitamins, as I like to say, right? If you're a partaker of the adult vitamins, like I like to encourage people to do, then I would reckon that was what you would do. You would crash out in that particular style. So maybe that's part of it. I'm not really too particularly sure. But I don't mind Geo, man. I'm not going to lie. I don't really mind Geo. I always liked how she kind of carried herself. I'm not going to lie. I really don't mind Geo. There's actually a couple more posts here I want to show you. There's one in particular that I don't think has been shared, which is this one here in the corner, where she says, Playboi Carti, you got until 11 a.m. to answer me before I turn this bitch up. So she did post one more thing here. Playboi Carti, you got up until 11 a.m. to answer before I turn this bitch up. So I wonder what happened. Maybe it was cheating. Maybe it's lack of payments. Maybe it's harassment. Maybe it's, I don't know, not making it Instagram official. Maybe he promised to lock her down properly and she didn't lock it down. I'm not too sure. But they definitely, you know what? They definitely have weed. To be fair, Carti in this picture, he looks amazing, by the way. Looks like the fucking Michael Jackson. He definitely has the lips of somebody that does smoke a lot, Those are lips of somebody that smokes a lot of weed. He's got those really dark lips of somebody that smokes a lot of is it backwards, right? I think you get those dark lips from backwards. So I think that's a lot of backwards, but they still look stunning, innit, visually. Face-wise, no creeper, no homo. They look very well suited to each other, that's for sure. Aesthetically looking, they look very, very well suited to each other. You cannot deny that at all. They look very, very well suited to each other, that's for sure. So I'm curious to know what exactly happened. Let me check her Instagram. Has she posted anything on Instagram? Maybe there's more on her Instagram. Let me just double check here. But I do like the way she carries herself usually. Is that Giovanna Ramos? She's on Instagram now posting stories. I love when girls just post stuff normally, like nothing happened beforehand. Just smiling like everything is blessed. Another picture of her in a Boston t-shirt, and another clip of what her. Is she in an advert for Coach? Okay, that's pretty cool.
Geo! So cute!
That's pretty cool. She was featured in some sort of Coach advert. There's some more pictures of her on the shoot somewhere with Adidas UK. Bloody hell, her teeth look good, innit? Are those Hollywood teeth? I think I need some of them. I was wondering when I eventually get 500 members, right? When you guys watching and listening help me to achieve the 500 member target, right? And I can really start balling out. I was wondering, oh, you know, what's the first thing I should get? Should I get a Tesla, right? Should I fucking lease a fucking Tesla Model Y, like, and be like all these other influencers out there, or should I go and get my teeth done? I think I might get my teeth done. You know, I think I might just come back with these 2 fucking rows of just like pearly whites and just say nothing and just keep talking. Just keep talking into the microphone, not saying a thing. Not even acknowledging them, you know? Not even acknowledging them, just acting like it's normal. It's like, yeah, so welcome back, guys, to the Zinger Show. So good to be here with you guys again. You know what I mean? Just talking normally like nothing happened. I might have to get some because, god damn, man. They look fucking good. Yeah, big up, that's exactly. I need those Jurgen, I need those Roberto Firminos. If you know, you know. I need those Roberto Firmino. That's what I need. I need those Roberto Firmino. That's it, teeth. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I fucking need. I need those Roberto Firminos. Fuck about, man. Don't play with me right now. I need those Roberto Firminos. Don't fucking play with me. When that first fucking 500 member check comes through, I need those. So if you wanna help the kid, if you wanna help me achieve my dreams, I need those fucking Roberto Firminos ASAP. Become a member right now. Become a member. Click the link in the description and help me become a Roberto Firmino. Help me with my Roberto Firmino chompers. I'll get a set of teeth. I'll get some fucking. Look how bright white they look here. Jesus Christ, they look so white here. Look at that picture with the white background. I need some of these, man. I need a Roberto Firminos and I need a fucking Tesla. So help me out, brothers and sisters. That's what I need. I need those fucking things. Help a brother out. Become a member today. Become a member today. So yeah, big up Gio. She's out here doing her thing, looking stylish, doing a shoot for Adidas. That crib looks fucking cute. Not mad at that at all, actually. Love the pictures. That's an old digital camera, right? That's pretty cool, but I'm not too mad at that. She's doing that with the old digital camera. I think I've got one of those somewhere around here, don't I? I think I've got like an old digital camera somewhere around. Yeah, there you go. I got one of those ones. I need to start taking more pictures with my old camera. I got really cool film cameras. I've got really fucking cool film cameras. If you know, you know. But I've got really fucking cool film cameras I should be taking more pictures with, to be fair. But I'm too lazy to go outside and socialize with humans. But I've got some really cool cameras. Look at that one. Look at that one. See? Look at that. Hear that? Hear that? Pretty cool, no? Then I've got some more too, actually. Let me show you the other ones I've got. I've got some pretty cool fucking cameras over here. Where's that? I've got a digital one somewhere as well here. What's a digital one? There's a digital one I also have. Oh yeah, I've got the camera box, don't I? It's probably up here. Yeah, I've got a camera box actually. Y'all niggas don't know. Y'all niggas aren't ready for real camera crew. Y'all niggas aren't real. When I start posting on Instagram again, fuck Instagram in general. I don't want people to know what I don't want people to know what I'm doing. In Instagram, you always have to kind of like, it's part of the app. You have to document what you're doing, but I don't like people knowing what I'm doing. I just want to do my thing without people seeing what I'm doing. That's why I don't post on there. But when I do get back on my performative tip, when I do get back to being performative, y'all niggas are gonna feel it. I'm gonna be out here like Gio, smiling into the camera like my teeth. You know what I mean? I'm like Gio. I might even get some fucking some Tipex and color my teeth in. I swear down. Or I might start editing my pictures actually on AI and get my teeth to match my glasses. I'll get my fucking teeth to match my glasses. I'll do the little drop, you know what I mean, to get the tone there. I might start AI my pictures, man, and give myself some turkey chompers. Fuck it. Y'all niggas don't know. But look at all these cool cameras I have. Look at all these cool film cameras. But I don't go out, you know? I don't go out and socialize and actually take pictures with people. Look at all these fucking cool cameras I've got. This is one of my favorite. This Canon's one of my fucking favorites. I fucking love this one. Is it got battery in it or no? No battery in it. But still, it's one of my favorite cameras that I've been using for ages. And then I've got a really cool digital one somewhere. If I can find it, hopefully I can see it here. Let's see if it's in there. Yeah, there we go. I've got a power shot, right? An old one. I think that might do the same. Yeah, there we go. It might do the same results, this one, actually. This is from Canon. Oh, I've got a Canon one. Oh, look at me. I've got so many cool cameras. Look at this digital camera one. Look at this one. So fucking cool. Let me turn it on. There you go. Hear that? So fucking cool. And you can take all these cool pictures and shit. but there's no SD card on there actually. But look at that. Look at the screen. Remember how cameras used to look back in the day? Look at the screen. Hey, hey, that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, let's get back on the fucking. Maybe I'll go back and start taking pictures, start going out and socializing with people and shit, which I don't really like to do because y'all niggas are weirdos. Y'all niggas outside, I'll be weirdos. I've got some fucking film still here. What other camera do I have here? I've got so many good cameras. I've got another fucking camera here. This is a Kodak. Man's got a little Kodak here. You get me? I've got some fucking decent little things here, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Still, I've got a disposable one. I have to probably develop. I haven't developed this disposable one yet. Oh, another one of my favorites, but it's broken. If anyone's got a replacement for this one, actually, this particular model, it's an AF1 Mini. All my camera crew people, all my camera guys and girls out there, if anyone has an AF1 Mini that's actually working and they want to sell it, let me know because my one's faulty and it doesn't work anymore. It's one of my favorite cameras ever and they're super expensive to buy again online. I bought this time ago, but unfortunately it does not work. It does not work. It's faulty. So if anyone has a Canon, if anyone has an Olympus AF1 Mini, if anyone has an Olympus AF1 Mini, right, 35mm camera, please let me know. I'll buy that off you. Reasonable fucking offers only. I'll buy that shit off you. I need it. I need it badly because it's one of my favorite cameras ever, but it's broken. It does not work. So if you have one, let man know. Let man know. What else do I have here? Any other cool cameras I can show you? Oh, I've got one of these ones here. I think it's just a cheap little charity shop one. It's not really that great. And then I've got another one too. Where's the other cooler one? There we go. I've got an Olympus. Another Olympus shot and go here. Purchased over the years. I think I might have got this from Berlin or something. Or bought it from Berlin sometime in the past. And there's one more I want to show you before we move on. Which is this one, right? Yeah. This is a DX. I think this is another Berlin one as well. It looks very Soviet anyway. It looks very Soviet. So yeah. Big up the camera crew. When I get back to be my performing self again, you're gonna feel it. I'm gonna be out here with my watermark pictures and my Turkish chompers or my fucking Firmino chompers going fucking crazy. You guys are gonna feel it. You guys are gonna see it. You guys are gonna feel it. You guys are gonna see it. You guys are gonna feel it. Alright, cool. Getting back to Gio. What else has she been on? No update from her, no update. She's just smiling in pictures. By the way, she got her teeth done recently, innit? I think this girl got her teeth done recently because every picture is just her showing those fucking pearly whites. I think she got her teeth done recently. That's how I'm gonna be. That's how I'm gonna be, man. She got her teeth done recently because every picture is just her grinning ear to ear. I need some fucking pearly whites. Give me some pearly whites if you don't mind. Blah blah blah. Nothing else there, right? We don't have any other information regarding her. Nothing. Obrigado. No. Okay, but big up Gio though. Out here doing a ting. Let's get rid of that. An old clip of Gio and Playboi Carti walking out of their Escalade hand in hand, right? This is a kind of a cool clip, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Walking hand in hand. Looking fucking stunning, by the way. Yeah. I'm not too sure. What would you guys prefer? Like, would you prefer a girl that has the same interests as you? Or would you prefer a girl that is... What's the option? Because you can't have it all, right? You either have to have a girl that has a really banging personality who you like. You just get along really well. A girl who maybe has the same interests as you. Or a girl who just looks really fucking good. It's very rare that a woman will have all three. Even a man, right? It's very rare to have all three. So what would you rather? Someone that has the same interests as you, someone that looks really good, or someone you just get along with well because of personality. You have the same personality, but you might have the same interest, but you have the same sense of humor and shit. Cause I don't know, man. I've never really been into the whole like aesthetic dating. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been into the whole like, oh, because I like fashion, let me find a girl that also likes fashion. Let me find a girl that also wanks over fucking Jonathan Anderson the same way that I do, you know? I've never really, or let me find a girl that went to St. Martin's like I went to St. Martin's. I don't really think that is really necessary. I actually think sometimes having somebody with you that's the opposite, that has no interest in that sort of stuff, is sometimes good. It can sometimes ground you and allow you to be a normal human being and not just be always caught up in your clout shit, right? Like, for instance, if you're like a content creator, streamer person, I think finding somebody that's completely divorced from that world and has like a regular job is actually the best way to go about it, as opposed to having somebody that also wants to be a star themselves. You're gonna clash. Also, it lives in that world. It's a bit weird, blurred lines and shit. I don't know, but the aesthetic dating's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, just looking at them visually, you know, the aesthetic dating's kind of cool because whenever they walk into a room, people are gonna be like, "Wow, they look really good together," you know, visually. Like you can't deny it. Like you see Playboi Carti and Gio walk into a room together holding hands, you're gonna be like, "Shit, they look good together," you know. It's like if you see Cristiano Ronaldo and Georgina walking into a room, you're like, fucking hell, they look really fucking good together, you know what I mean? Diamonds dancing everywhere and all that shit. I don't know. I think most of us have to settle with getting some attention in the first place, right? Some of us have to settle with just making sure we don't make women scream. Me talking, right? I think some of us have to start from the first step. The first step is when we approach a lady, let's just make sure they don't scream and run down the street or call the police or hail down a car or scream bloody murder. That's the first step. We just have to make sure they don't block us. They don't block us. They don't send us threatening DMs. They don't call the police. They don't call the authorities. They don't scream. That's what we have to do. That's our first step. Our first move is to make sure women are not afraid in our presence. That's our first fucking move. Forget the aesthetics. Just make sure girls fucking want to speak to you. Here's a clip of Gio running into Neon at Coachella. Again, I think another example of her being a pretty chill person, you know, a pretty chill, easygoing person. Because I think if this was somebody else in this interaction, they would have fucking, you know, they would have maybe got a bit offended or they may have acted out a little bit. But she's a real human being, a normal, chilled human being, it seems like. So big up, Gio for that.
What's up, Neon?
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you performing here?
I don't rap, Neon.
Wait, what?
I'm a model.
What are you model for? Wait,
I'm a sign model.
oh my God.
When you seen me rap before?
Am I tripping?
You think I'm Kara?
Yeah.
No, I'm Gio.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, mistaking Caribou for Gio is fucking crazy. Mistaking Gio for Caribou is pretty crazy. They look absolutely nothing alike apart from being light skinned, but still, big up Neon.
Wait, what the? Hello. Holy shit.
Hi.
I'm not trying to be weird, but your hair smells hella good.
Thanks, bro. I just washed it today.
For real?
Yeah.
You know, I don't like a girl that doesn't wash their hair. It's important to wash your hair.
I feel like
How you doing? I can't believe I just confused you. Oh my God.
No,
Walaikum assalam. You are an inspiration.
How?
I fuck with you. I be seeing your shit everywhere. Do you fuck with my shit?
Yes, that's why I said it.
That's how to network, by the way. That's how to network. Neon's good at that shit. I could never do that shit. One moment he didn't even know who she was. He kind of confused her for fucking. He confused her for fucking for Caribou. The next moment he's saying she's an inspiration to everybody around the world. Like, huh? You didn't even know who I was a couple minutes ago. So, but this is the game you have to play. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is how you network. This is how you get further in life. And Neon's pretty good at it.
Let's do a stream.
When?
Me and you. Can I take your number down?
Yeah, nice.
Let's do it.
See?
Let's do it. Where did they go? Oh,
That's how you
they got
network.
left without me. Oh no, we're good. All right. It'll be fun. Me and your dynamic together, that shit would hit. You live in LA?
No.
God damn it. New York? Okay. I'll come down to New York. Here. I called you, see how my shit? Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
For real.
That's pretty cool, man. Big up Gio, man. Nice, heartwarming, wholesome interview there, or little interaction, interview. An old clip of Playboi Carti with what? With her sister and Playboi Carti. No, Playboi Carti with his sister and Gio. Okay, with his sister. This is an old clip as well that went somewhat viral when it came out. Let me take off the sound. I don't want to get copyright striked. But yeah, this went somewhat viral at one stage as well. Everyone going crazy. So yeah, they're locked in. So maybe this is why. She's locked in with the family. She knows everybody. So maybe this is why we're getting what we're getting now. With this fucking crash out. But yeah. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. I'm curious to know what actually went down. What went down? What led to her crash out? What led to the crash out between Gio and Playboi Carti? This is another random clip of Gio reading off her expensive, her birthday wish list on stream, which is kind of upsetting, to be honest, because I don't know. I don't think I can afford a single thing on this list, but hey, we're going to get there in Jesus Christ's name. We're going to get there in Jesus' name.
Things I would like for my birthday. Is that ready? Okay. I put a Goyard tote, a Chanel bag.
Jesus Christ.
A Chanel jumbo bag.
Jesus Christ.
A Bottega bag.
Jesus Christ.
A Crash watch.
A
bracelet. The biggest flower bouquet ever. Caramel apples. Yes, I did put caramel apples. Spa day. 100 pre-rolled blunts. Banana pudding. Yes, I did put that.
Jesus
Yes, I did.
Christ.
A Go Jesus Cross chain, a Louis Vuitton Speedy, a Chanel Chance perfume, every shoe in the fucking world. Yes, I did put that. Name tag chain, a trip to the islands, money, and a pink Ramoa. Now buy me some. Do I take V-Bucks? I don't play games. Fuck. Well, you asked me what was on my list, so I told you on my birthday list. I didn't say the list was affordable now. I said it was a list. The fuck?
Fair play, man. Fair play. I'll just give her a like, and I'll just give her a like. That's my support. I'll give her a like. Yeah. Someone said online that this is fucking Gio and Playboi Carti when they're together. That's what somebody said online. Somebody said online this is what Playboi Carti and Gio are doing when they're together. This is what they're doing allegedly. Allegedly, someone said this is how Playboi Carti and Gio's relationship is like. This is what it's like. First violence, then smooching, then violence, then smooching, then violence, then smooching. Again and again and again and again and again. But I'm not gonna lie, this does something for me, man. I'm not gonna lie, this does something for me. This definitely does something for me. You know what I mean? Treat me like shit, kick me down the street, step on my toes, knee me in the nuts. Tell me I ain't shit. Tell me I ain't shit. Tell me I ain't shit. Another clip of them. What's that? This is Carti talking to Kuroku, talking about how the Met Gala banned him. He felt like we got kicked out from it. We good, Gio. With me, I'm happy, man. Fuck him. Gio and Carti together when they were in happier times, chilling. One thing I don't get, to be honest, I don't get the chain smoking blunts or chain smoking joints. I don't get it. I don't get the chain smoking weed. I'm gonna say something somewhat controversial. I think weed is one of the most overrated drugs in the world, alongside maybe ketamine. I think weed is one of the most overrated drugs in the world, alongside ketamine. I don't get it. I think you guys are lying. It's not that good. Weed takes you out for the most part. It makes you dumber. It wastes a lot of your day. You end up sleeping, eating a bunch of food. Like, the return on investment on smoking weed isn't really that high. Ketamine, we don't need to talk about too much about that, but we know, the real people know, that shit is horrible. It's like fucking snorting, scrunched up glass. It's fucking awful. You do too much and you're in the fucking ketaverse. You're in the K-hole that feels like you're in fucking purgatory, but you're alive. It's fucking awful. So I think weed and ketamine are two of the most overrated drugs in the world. I don't get it. I don't get the people that chain smoke weed either, that chain smoke joints. That makes no sense to me. It's almost like you're not really enjoying it, really. Like, you're smoking them back to back to back to back to like they're fucking cigarettes. It's fucking strange. I don't understand it. My idea of smoking a joint would be after a long, hard day at work. You get back home, you're tired, you want to just zone out and turn your brain off from all the fucking work you've been doing in your fucking employment, all the meetings, all the spreadsheets, all the fucking deadlines, all the fucking balance sheets, the invoices, the this, the that, the what, the not. And you just want to unwind and just turn your brain off. Cool, you kind of pull out a joint, you spark that bad boy up and you go fucking loopy and you fucking zone out watching some horrible reality TV or eating some ice cream. No problem. But people that smoke these things back to back to back to back like they're fucking I don't know. Like they're fucking Benson Hedges cigarettes. They're weird. I don't get that. I really don't get the back to back smoking people. But hey, maybe I'm just not built for it. And then we also have this is like a funny exchange from back in the day with Iggy Azalea and Playboi Carti, and she kind of leaked this on her story back in the day. I think she's probably laughing at all this stuff with Gio and fucking Playboi Carti because she warned people before, right? She's warned people in the past that Playboi Carti isn't the guy that we know to be in tunes and stuff, and he's a bit different in real life. So I think she's let us know that is the case for a longest time, but no one's said anything. Anyway, she leaked this screenshot. It shows Carti messaging her, right? I think. And he says, I love you forever. Stop being like that, please. I get it. And I do take you serious. I do. I love you. You talking to other people. Be honest. and and she posted, I like really, I'm delusional. Nah, bitch has been sold a full lie. Don't even do it to yourself. There's hundreds. He's so handsome. I miss rubbing on your butt. What you doing? But I'm crazy, right, ladies? I love you. I love you too, and you know that. I just want to feel like you're happy that I'm your girl, because I know that I'm proud as fuck I pulled you. I'm more than happy and proud. I will marry you one day. So yeah, that was one of the tweets from back in the day with Igor Zayla and Carti. And then you see, of course, some other things of them together in Disneyland. Looking very, it's bloody hell. Carti's actually slimmer than Gio, isn't it? Rotted. Carti might have a smaller waist than Gio. Guy's fucking slender, isn't it? Playboi Carti might actually have a smaller waist than Gio. That's fucking wild. He's actually got a smaller waist than her. Fair play. That's goals, you know. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of goals. That's kind of goals. Having a smaller waist than your girl is kind of goals. I'm not gonna lie. What's that? 28 inch waist. 29. 30 max. 30 is like obese to him, right? He's like what? 27 inch waist. 26. Jesus Christ. Big up Carti, man. Slender man. Him and Gio out there in fucking Disneyland having their fun and shit, as you can see. Fucking hell. That hair is long as well. It's very expensive, I'm assuming. Looking fucking great. And that's them back in the day. Seems to be actually married. At his antagonist show in Minnesota, he once again referred to her as his wife. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool though, by the way. I wonder if Justin Bieber will make that. Do you think Justin Bieber's got that phone case where you can put a joint in it? I wonder if Justin Bieber will make a do-rag one day where you can fit your joint under the do-rag. That's pretty cool. That's fucking pretty cool though, right? If Justin Bieber makes a fucking do-rag where you can fit your joint in it, I'll buy one of those. That's fucking cool as fuck. But yeah, they be smoking all the weed, man. They be smoking so much fucking weed. I don't really get it, personally. Big up, who's that? Big up Series and Tings is saying 24-inch waist. I think Carti's got nice necklaces though. 24-inch waist is fucking wild, bro. Having a 24-inch waist is fucking nuts. It really, really is. Must be fucking nice though, right? Must be fucking nice. Burberry Airy performing rituals at Playboi Carti's show during the Kai Cenat stream. Yeah, big up Burberry Airy. Big up Burberry Airy out here doing these things. Love to see it. What the fuck is that? Would you buy this Kim Kardashian speaker? Jesus Christ. Not gonna lie, I think I'd buy it. I'd have it in a crib. It looks so fucking crazy. I think I'd have it in a crib. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think I'd have that in a crib. No word of a lie. Maybe, to be honest, the only thing about this is that if you invited a girl around, she might run. If you invite a girl around to your crib and she walks in and sees this, she might run. She might run and call the police, or just run and you never hear from her again. So that's the only danger. Obviously, if the man them come around, they're gonna be laughing and taking selfies with this, right? They're going to be laughing, taking selfies with these and whatever else it may be. But if a lady comes around, or if your mum, God forbid your mum comes to your house to come and help you out or something, clean or drop off some food or whatever, she's going to have some questions. Your mum going to have some fucking questions. If she walks into your crib and sees this in your fucking house. Looks fucking crazy though. I wouldn't mind it. No word of a lie. I wouldn't actually mind that. No word of a lie. I actually wouldn't mind that. Oh yeah, that's the clip. What was that? Someone was in jail with him, right? Back in the day. When a fan recognized Carti at the police station. Oh, so cute.
I don't know, this got to be some type of weird blend. He just put me next to my favorite rapper in the world. That is crazy. Fuck. God got to be real. Because ain't no way there. Brown boss. This is not how I want to meet my favorite rapper. I'm trying to sign.
After he started talking, I was like, all right, well, let me go look. But
Yeah, my guy was tripping out.
that's my man. So I guess until 2020 was.
That's pretty fucking cool. That is pretty fucking cool.